Or I have Mayor Patrick Brown, Mayor of Brampton, Mr. Patrick Brown, with me online. So we are talking to him first time in this new year. Mayor Brown, welcome to Radio Parvasi and good afternoon and Happy New Year.
Afternoon, Happy New Year.
Okay, so New Year has started with some good news, particularly Dr. Naveed Mohammed is saying that though number of cases are increasing every day in Peel, we are having between 100 and 1,000 to 2,000 cases every day almost, but still there is very less pressure in our hospitals. Hardly there are 4 people in ICU, nobody is on the ventilator. So I believe it's just a good news.
So a few comments, Rajinder. First of all, Omicron does appear to be less severe. We're seeing lots of people get sick, but the severity of the sickness is not like we saw with the first variant or Delta. On top of that, the stays in the hospital seem to be much more limited. So this appears it could be like a flash flood for a number of weeks. And if anything, it could help us turn this pandemic into an endemic because more people will develop immunity. What I would note, though, is the challenge we're having in the hospital is staffing. We have so many staff that have got Omicron, which means they have to isolate or quarantine, that we have significant shortages when it comes to the staffing at Osler. And I'm going to go back to a call I made at the beginning of the pandemic. At the beginning of the pandemic, I asked the provincial government to let us bring in foreign-trained doctors who live in Brampton and Mississauga, foreign-trained nurses, because right now we have a lot of talent in our community that are not allowed to use their credentials. And if we're in a tough spot for the next month with staffing shortages, use the talent. And I really hope they consider that. There's an acute shortage of staff, but we've got the talent available.
Okay, Premier Ford said yesterday that he is not happy with the situation. He was almost apologetic that he has to take these measures again and again, but he didn't announce any relief for the small businesses. So that's the biggest challenge again, Mr. Brown. These businesses were already struggling, and once more there are so severe restrictions, so we are not seeing enough relief for them. Anything you want to share on that?
Yeah, my heart goes out to these small businesses. There's a lot of businesses struggling to keep afloat. This is tough. This is really tough, and I'm disappointed that it's got to this where they have to be locked down again. We asked everyone to get vaccinated. People got vaccinated in huge numbers. We have vaccination rates in Canada. They're the envy of the world. And we said, if you're vaccinated, you can go into a restaurant, you can go into a gym. And so, it's disappointing that we've gone back to square one after all the sacrifice of our residents, how everyone took the public health advice. And so, Rajinder, I'm not happy with this lockdown. I'm not happy with these closures. I wish there was another way.
Okay. City of Brampton has already offered deferring of property tax for this year.
Yeah, we've been doing what we can municipally to sort of help businesses mitigate the economic challenges of the pandemic. But, it's very little when you look at the bigger picture in terms of the real pain that businesses, you look at these restaurants and what they've been through over the last year and a half. I'm worried we're going to see restaurants go under.
Okay. I'm going to interview Dr. Naveed Mohammed tomorrow. So what they're telling us is that you don't need to go for testing now. If you have any kind of symptom, you are healthy, not severe situation, then you stay at home and go for quarantine instead of going for test because it's overwhelming everywhere now.
Yeah, Omicron is so well spread in the community. There isn't the capacity to test that much, and so they've changed the testing rules. And I think we need to work on the assumption that everyone is going to get Omicron. It's just that present in the community. I was told last week when we had 18,000 cases that it might actually be 100,000 cases simply because so many people have got it but didn't have access to PCR testing.
Okay, many scientists, they're telling us that it's going to be end of this pandemic. Is this a good news because there are the phases in different countries? Some countries are still struggling with with the vaccination, but Canada is far ahead of many countries. We are well placed, and particularly if we talk about Peel or Brampton, we are very much better placed as compared to other cities, other places. So I think we are better placed as far as vaccination is concerned.
Yeah, I think we're going to have some better days ahead in 2022. I really believe that. I know there's a lot of doom and gloom in the media, but I think the combination of high vaccination rates and Omicron is going to create a level of immunity in the community where, very soon we're going to see case counts that are very low, hospital counts that are very low, and the ability to get back to normal much quicker than was anticipated.
Okay. Thank you so much. Anything you want to add at the end?
No, all the best. Stay safe, stay healthy, and hope everyone is well.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.